CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Monica Rick. Protesters slammed justices outside the Supreme Court today over their decision to grant criminal immunity to former President Trump for official acts in office.
A big no to the Supreme Court for supporting this guy, and a big no to the Republican Party that's given up and let Trump be their savior.
Trump himself called it a win, but it's important to note the ruling does not cover unofficial or private actions by a president. Arlinda Kenyon with reaction from President Biden's campaign.
Principal Deputy Campaign Manager Quentin Folks put it this way.
They just handed Donald Trump the key to a dictatorship.
While police officer Harry Dunn, who defended the Capitol on January 6th, said,
Donald Trump is still the single greatest threat to our democracy.
And after the Supreme Court's ruling, he said, Trump is an even greater threat.
Trump's trial likely won't happen now until after the election. Longtime Trump ally Steve Bannon said he had no regrets today as he reported to federal prison in Connecticut to start a 4-month sentence for contempt of Congress. Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene supporting him.
The two political parties are basically at war with one another, and the ruling party with the power is locking up their political enemies and political opponents.
Bannon says a MAGA army will be ready on Election Day to ensure Trump wins. A mistrial in Boston today for Karen Reed, who faced murder charges for allegedly killing her cop boyfriend 2 years ago. Reed supporter Rita Lombardi spoke outside court.
We were expecting a not guilty verdict. All of the evidence that the defense put on, all of the cross-examinations that the defense did with the pathetic, mostly pathetic, prosecution witnesses. Karen Reed did not kill John O'Keefe. It's that simple.
Prosecutors have vowed to retry the case. Hurricane warnings are up all over the Caribbean as Beryl batters the islands with 150-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain. Grenadian Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell.
This is of emergency remains in place. This is for your own safety.
So far, the storms ripped off roofs, down power lines, and caused widespread damage. But experts say the worst is yet to come. Just in time to ruin your holiday weekend plans, cases of COVID are now spreading across the country. Dr. William Schaffner is an infectious disease specialist at Vanderbilt.
These new COVID variants, they're grandchildren of Omicron, the most common variant, are very, very contagious.
And stocks ended higher today to kick off the second half of the year. The Dow adding 50 points. The Nasdaq was up 146. The S&P added 15. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 88 degrees in Vallejo, California.